most fantastic things that we do as a school are the residential trips. I think that they are what make King Solomon High School a really special and unique school. They are really special and they enable the staff and the students to have really unique special bond.
I went on the Poland trip last year, and for me, the trip was fascinating and a completely unique experience. It was very emotional visiting the camps, but it was surreal being in the actual places that we have learned so much about. It's impossible to comprehend what happened, but it does develop your knowledge, and it takes it a step further. It also allows you to experience what books can't teach you.
I went on the Poland trip with school last year, and for me it was an emotional and personal experience because my grandpa was in the Holocaust and we went to some of the places where he was, and so it was very personal, and obviously it was sad seeing all of the concentration camps, but it was an unbelievable experience and one that I will never forget. But it wasn't, obviously the sad bits were sad, but it wasn't all sad, and I will say that it's weird to say about a Poland trip that it was one of the best school trips that I've ever been on because, like I said, it wasn't all sad, and then when we were together as a group in the hotels, it was just so much fun being with everyone because it was a small group. It was really nice, and the Shabbat experience was amazing, and it was also good. We got to hear it from a non-Jewish perspective. We had someone come and talk to us, and her role in the Holocaust, she kept Jews in her house, and it was nice to hear that the Jews weren't alone. There were people there to help them, and it's a really good experience.
In 2007, when I was privileged to take over the headship of King Solomon High School, I had up to that point been running the school Poland trip for a number of years, and it was something that I was determined that I would continue, that I would take the time out of school, take the time for the preparation, because it's something that I believe in absolutely passionately. My own family story is entwined with the Holocaust and that of so many of our students. And the stories and life in Poland before the war, what you saw and what you see now, has an incredible impact on me and on the students who come along with me. Visiting Auschwitz-Birkenau, standing in the gas chambers, visiting Treblinka, and seeing the memorial stones of all the different cities and towns from where Jews were taken to Treblinka is something that is really difficult to explain. But to stand in Auschwitz, to blow the shofar, to say the Kaddish, and to stand up with your head held high as a young Jewish person is something that enables our students to get in touch with their own Jewish roots, to make them feel really passionate about Jewish continuity, about the role that they play in remembering the Holocaust and passing on the messages that the Holocaust teaches us against intolerance, against hatred, against xenophobia, and of course against anti-Semitism. And the atmosphere created on the trip, the atmosphere that we experience over the Shabbat and over the other days that we're there, is really difficult to describe, but it's something that I think that the young people who take part in really feel touches them, and it's something that I hope will continue for many years to come.